If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to remember to like and subscribe to my channel. And those likes and those subscriptions go miles for me. I would more than appreciate you guys going ahead and doing those two things, and also turn on your notifications to know when I go live and when the new videos are being posted. You are destined to be heard, seen, and valued by the entire world. Your impact has a domino effect in this existence. When you believe in yourself, others do. When you choose to rise above the hurt, the pain that others have implemented on you, you are helping empower the other individuals in your collective do the same thing. We are these little beings on this floating rock in the middle of the universe, of space. But at that same exact time, you're connected to everything. You're connected to everything. And if you're connected to everything, that means your happiness, your despair, your life, it influences. And when you understand the power of your influence, and that we're all connected, and that we're all God experiencing itself, you can't go back after that. You can't see the world the same way. And you have a big picture here. Okay? You have a big reason. Whether if you're a creative force, a leader, somebody that has an invention to give the world, there is something that only you have that is meant to be seen. The decks we're using today, number one, we're using my Office Tarot, like the show, The Office. Maybe it's possible that The Office could have been a comfort show for you, or if you've never seen it before, I kind of suggest you go ahead and maybe watch it. If you haven't, I mean, the humor is a little outdated. You gotta remember it's like the early 2000s. But if you can get past that, it's a great show. And what I feel with you is you've probably had a lot of different jobs in your life. And you can kind of put yourself in everybody's shoes, genuinely. You understand what it is to be in a position where you're absolutely not seen. You understand what it's to be in a position of power. You understand fake leadership, real leadership. You don't have the ability to hate anybody. You may really dislike some people, and some people may get to that line because you're a human, but you genuinely, like, once your ego subsides, the parasite doesn't have control over you, you understand everybody has a reason for the way they are, but that's not an excuse, it's an understanding to them. My friend, let's see what Spirit is saying you specifically have to show the world. There's three big things about you. Number one, you are not afraid of talking about the elephant in the room. You are not afraid to be the whistleblower, if you will, if need be, at the right times. You are not afraid to stick up when everybody else is just letting things go under the rug. But you also have a deep sense of loyalty. You know when and when not to be a whistleblower. You know how to take control of all of your emotions and use it as kinetic energy to bring it outwards, to make something worth it, to make a difference, to make people see the reason for their pain does not come from them alone. So many individuals, when they are raised by narcissists or have those people around them, will just constantly take the blame of what's going around the world and mess around their own personal life, at least. Oh, it must be me. I must be the problem. Everybody says it's me, so it must. When in reality, a lot of times that person, it's not. You see, a big thing you have is being somebody that speaks up and changes a whole person's timeline. You have no many times how much just speaking up, seeing the little guy, turn that little guy into the superhero of themselves. You have no idea how much your words of kindness, but also your words of bluntness really hit people. You see, you're so respectful that really sensitive topics that they couldn't listen to, a lot of people couldn't listen to from others, they can and truly hear it with you without the ego being able to take the message. And that's a hard feat. That's such a hard feat to become a safe space for people like that. It doesn't happen overnight. And it takes a lot of unconditional care. You see, that's another thing you have to give the world, that unconditional care. You are this kind, empathetic leader. You are not afraid of admitting your faults, your flaws when you cycle repeated. You are somebody that allows others to learn through your experiences. But at the same time, you know what you should keep close to your heart, and you can actually help people use that discernment. Something within your energy is meant to be a healer, and you choose how to become a healer. Are you going to be a spiritual practitioner? Are you going to be a therapist? Are you going to be doing some form of fitness? Like being an instructor, etc. We need healers in every single job and part of this world. Every single one. You could even, what we need really now, more than ever, is healers in our political system and etc. You may be somebody who thought you never would run for these types of things or switch your major, but something's calling you. Eclectics resonates, but a lot of you here are seeing maybe you are the exact person that should be making decisions because you truly see the greater all. Another thing that you have to give this world is the balance of bringing back justice. You have been reincarnated in every single lifetime you've been reincarnated into a world, a earth, if you will, of a big disproportionate energy regarding to masculine and feminine. You are meant to make a balance in every single life, in every single existence you have. There have been lifetimes in the past where and you probably feel it, there's been so many lifetimes you were alone. So many lifetimes you were alone. And you almost helped others heal and find their people. But it's like to do that, you had to stay constantly alone. Something I want you to know about this lifetime. Yeah, there were other ones where you did end up being alone the whole time because of what you had to learn, do. Those certain lifetimes were almost like spiritual rebirths. This lifetime, you're not supposed to be alone. You're supposed to be able to ask for help. You're supposed to be able to collaborate and have love. Something Spirit wants me to hyper-focus on you right now is don't self-sabotage when it comes to love in this lifetime. You have become a person that unconditionally cares. You have always been a person that unconditionally cares. Let's take a quick breather from the reading to talk about something pretty epic with you guys. My next spiritual retreat, spiritual adventure is set up for September of this year in the Canada Rocky Mountain. At the time of me filming this, I currently still have some of my early bird spots available, which is $210 off of the trip total. You only at the time of booking need to put a 25% down deposit on the trip to get your spot reserved. If you are somebody that's interested in a financing plan as well, you can see if you're qualified for a finance plan through a firm with TrovaTrip. Every single person that joins the trip is going to receive a one-on-one personal reading with yours truly in the Rocky Mountains of Canada. We will also have a tarot teachings lesson one of the nights surrounding the campfire after a great day full of hiking and making adventures. If you are interested in joining this adventure with us, the link to the trip is associated on my personal website. That is offprintmint.com. That is linked in all of my social media platforms. As soon as you click on my profile, the first page that loads up, you're going to see a button that says click here to join the Canada adventure. The trip site has all of the details regarding the activities of this trip, including the hiking spots, the Nordic spa, the mountains, the restaurants, etc. Go ahead and claim your spot today while the early bird spots are still available. You are a person that's meant to express and promote individuality. Spirit wants to remind you to not self-sabotage though when it comes to love. Your soul remembers how much you've been alone. And in some ways, there's a comfort in being alone because you don't give anybody the chance to hurt you, but that's a weakness within itself. In this lifetime, people seeing your divine connection, you being with them, no matter if you're with them now or if you're going to meet them or if you're in the process, does a domino effect. Every time a pair of divines find each other, that is two other souls that are able to find the others. Go with me here. I'm going to try to make sure it sounds like in flow. If two people are karmic connections, and they choose to get married or be together, and they don't leave because it's just all they know, and they're afraid of being alone, two other people that are actually their divines cannot connect. And then they're going to go into a karmic. And then guess what? The same thing. It's a trickling effect, a domino effect. The same type of domino effect happens in the reversal when you are with your divine. You make space. This existence, you are to accept you are not supposed to be alone. So, now we're going to use my astrology oracle. Let's see if we can get any specific signs, times of the year that Spirit's wanting us to focus on regarding the next part of you diving into the world, hearing your voice. So within this spread, there's 4 zodiac signs that are coming to my mind. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Capricorn. It's very interesting. The Capricorn is something that's very unique as well within this dynamic. If you're not a Capricorn or don't have Capricorn in your placement, it looks like there's a masculine force that's a Capricorn that's going to be entering your life and wants to invest in your dream, invest into you. What Spirit's wanting you to know right now. Okay. Again, this is not a lifetime of self-sacrifice. You are supposed to have a long, healthy life. You are supposed to be married or in a long-term committed partnership if marriage is something that's not important to you. You are meant to be a masculine force as well. Remember, go with me here. Masculine and feminine energy have nothing to do with gender. It is about energy, frequency. Masculine is your willpower, your go-getter attitude, your self-composure. And your feminine is your nurture, your compassion, your sympathy. No matter your gender, we need both within all of us to be whole, one human beings. With this being collective, I have thousands, etc., of masculines and feminines in here. But all of you, no matter if you're a boy or girl, non-binary, whatever, are leaders, are meant to be seen, are meant to speak, and know that your words make humongous earthquakes of vibration. For the better. Or the worse, if you would become the villain of your own story. But you're not. You're a hero. Spirit's letting you know, in this life, you have experienced probably a near-death experience at least once. And it looks almost like it looks like you jumped in that timeline. It's interesting. You could have passed in another timeline during this near-death experience and joined another Earth that needed you more. That's why little things felt so different after this near-death experience. More than the Mandela effect. You have memories from this vehicle, this body, but in a different Earth. And it was when you were younger. Things right now need your voice. This world needs your voice. This Earth needed your voice much more than that plane of existence. Spirit's wanting you to trust the messages that you're receiving. The synchronicities, the signs, the emotions you feel after you interact with certain people. And your dreams are going to extremely heighten if they haven't already. And you have a deep connection to ancient Egypt as well. Your voice is meant to be heard. You're meant to be seen. Your domino effect in this existence can only happen if you speak up. You are a star. You can do anything you put your mind to. With Spirit and your trust and your faith. That's what I got for you today. If you're interested in a personal reading with yours truly, go to my website, offprintmint.com. That is linked in all of my social media platforms. I have a lot of available services as well. So if you aren't sure what type of reading you'd like, you should visit my services tab on my website. Once you load up the page, that home page, you're going to see at the top right-hand corner 3 horizontal lines. Go ahead and click on that. It's a drop-down menu. You're going to see the words My Services pop up. Click on those words. And that page it prompts you to, it's where all of my available stuff is. My inner teenager and inner child healing sessions, my soul uniting sessions, my apprenticeship program, the deep dive readings, the general readings, and a vast amount more. That's what I got for y'all today. I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.